Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom and today is Friday. It's December 31st. I'd like to wish everyone a very happy new year. 2021 was great to us. We believe that 2022 will be one of the most prosperous years for us here in the stock market, and we're super excited to get going again on Monday. We did have a sell-off day in the market today, but that was anticipated with selling for tax purposes, and we know how that goes. And we look forward to a great finish to the Santa Claus rally Monday or Tuesday. Very optimistic. Before I jump into the video, I do have to let everyone know that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is simply the opinions of myself and the collective opinions of the TMP group as a whole. We are not financial advisors. We are not licensed brokers. We're just individuals that are in the market, investing in the market, looking to build long-term wealth. And the whole purpose behind the TMP group is to create generational wealth, to start a wealth chain. If you are in a wealth chain already, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're not in a wealth chain, then we would definitely encourage you to become the first link of that chain, so you can build wealth to pass on to the next generation, and then they can create their own and pass that on and continue. And after 3 or 4 links, that wealth chain should be pretty heavy. So I did want to jump in and talk about DraftKings tonight, to ticker symbol dkng. I have had quite a few people hit me on email, instant message, and a lot of the members of the TMP group asking me what I think about DraftKings, where I think it's going, and whether or not TMP is going to have a buy, sell, or hold. We do hold this as not a core position, it is a speculative position. But collectively, as a group, we have quite a bit. Myself individually, I have quite a few shares of DraftKings, and I'm actually looking to add on more. So I want to send this message out not only to the YouTube universe, but to those members of the TMP group that are asking, and I can answer the question all in one thing. So let's talk about DraftKings. We know that DraftKings has been beat up. We know that DraftKings is down 44% over the course of a year. In fact, last year at this time, DraftKings was trading exactly at $48 a share, and today it closed just over $27, $27.41. So it's down. My personal position in DraftKings, I own DraftKings for an average of $42 a share. So at $42 a share, at 1,000 shares is $42,000, $27.41 today. $27,000 and $27,400. That means if you owned 1,000 shares, you're out about 14,000 and change. Now, that's the bad news. Here's the good news. We do believe, or I believe, that DraftKings is ready to make a pop in the next 90 days. And I rarely put a time frame on things, but I'm going to tell you why that I believe that DraftKings is ready to make a pop in the next 90 days. And I want to look at historically what's happened with DraftKings. And there's not a whole lot of history with it because it's only been around for about a year and a half. But there are certain events that are happening right now that I think will be strong catalysts for DraftKings. So if you take a look at DraftKings and where DraftKings was December 31st, 2021, like I said, it was at $48. By March 23rd, the 23rd of March, write that date down, and typically that is going to be the conclusion of March Madness, the NCAA tournament. By March 23rd, DraftKings had hit $70. So it went from 48 to 70. I think it has the exact same possibility of doing the same thing again this year. Currently, we're sitting at $27.41. If you pull up TipRanks has a 12-month price target on it at $51.13. That's an 86% upside from right here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to add on more shares at the $27, $28 level come Monday, increase my position, because if I were to sell out right now and take a heavy loss, say take a $14,000 loss on DraftKings, I'd be out $14,000. If DraftKings is able to hit and get up to that $51.13 number that TipRanks has, which I believe it can get higher. I think we're going to see the 60s. Last March we saw the 70s, but I think by the end of March we will hit the 60s, and that's my price target. Then I'll be able to make about 10 grand on the position. Okay, DraftKings is not a stock that we necessarily have as a buy and hold forever. Although I do believe that it will become best of breed in the gambling stocks. So a portion of it will be bought and held for a long period of time, but another portion of it we'll use to generate some income. Now, I forgot to mention there's a link down below pinned in the comments section. There are two platforms. One is Robinhood, very simple, and the other one is Webull, also another simple platform. The TMP head trading account is done under TD Ameritrade. My personal accounts are under TD Ameritrade. I also have an account with Robinhood, an account with Webull. If you join Robinhood, then you're going to get a free share. I'll get a free share when you make a deposit. Same thing with Webull. There's also some links down below to crypto.com and Coinbase. But the reason I bring up Robinhood is I like to do a lot of my trading in Robinhood, especially if I'm doing options. And the options that I am looking at getting into, again, not financial advice, only my opinion, but the options that I'm looking at getting into on Monday will be with DraftKings. I'm looking at two positions. The first position that I'm looking at is the April 14th $30 calls. So the April 14th $30 calls, if the price stays the same right now, are going to cost $3.25. So $325 for the April 14th, 2022 $30 calls. $3.25 or $325. I will pick up 3 of them for just under $1,000. And then I'm going to go up to the April 14th, 2022 $35 calls and pick up 5 of those. And those currently will cost $1.92, so $192. 5 times 192 is just under $1,000. So I'll put $2,000 into an option trade. Again, 3 calls on the April 14 30s and 5 calls on the April 14 35s. I'm looking for a price target of 60, and then we'll cash out, and that'll put some more money in the account so we can buy some stock. I'll also add on to the stock at $27 because my average is 42. I won't be able to equal my full position right now, but if I can equal even a third of it, and I can bring that cost down from $42 to $35, $36, I think I'll be very happy. So back to the calls, just to let you know, if you're not experienced with options, please do your homework, your due diligence. There is a gambling risk in options, especially if you're doing naked calls or naked puts. And if you do it with the knowledge and the understanding of what can and will happen, then it's not a gamble. But I see a lot of people jump into options because that's where they want to make quick money. But there are 2 things that I look at on an option: is I look at the delta and I look at the theta. And the delta on the $30 calls is at a plus 0.0 or 0.48. So it's almost a 0.5, which I like. Excuse me. And the theta, which is the time decay, is at a 0.33. So what does that tell us? The delta says for every dollar the stock moves, that this thing's going to move 48 cents to the upside. And the theta is the rate. The theta is not a 0.33. It's a 0.02. So that's how much money I'm going to lose every day that the stock doesn't hit my price target. So it's a pretty good spread. Now, on the $35 calls, the delta is a 0.33. So for every dollar that the stock goes up, I'll make $33 or 33 cents. Times 100 shares for my options contract will be $33. And the theta is only a negative 0.018. So I'll be losing maybe $1.80 a day. And there's enough time. These options are 3 months out. I'm very excited about them. That's my personal position. I'll do that in my own personal accounts. And then in the head TMP account, we will just add shares. Try to add about 300 to 350 shares of DraftKings, because there are a lot of catalysts that are coming up, a lot of things going on right now. Think of all the bowl games that are happening right now. Think of the NBA, where it's at right now. Think of the NFL. Super Bowl is coming up. The Super Bowl and March Madness are the 2 largest gambling experiences that any casino or sportsbook will come in contact with. Those are the 2 biggest events, and they're ahead of us. And like I said, last year the stock was able to go from 48 December 31st, up to 70 March 23rd. I believe history has a great chance of repeating itself. I believe that at a close today of $27.41, that we have a shot of beating TipRank's estimate of $51 and getting closer to that $55 to $60. So that is going to be almost a 100% upside. So with a combination of buying the stocks, holding them, and looking to sell at a $60, I'll probably start selling off at $55. Maybe sell off a third of the position, and then at 60, sell off half the position and then keep half the position. But I'll come on with another video and let you guys know. If you like what you hear today and you made it through this far in the video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, hit subscribe if you want to hear more from the channel. We don't dig too deep into stocks. We just tell you what we're doing and point you in a direction, and then it's up to you to follow that direction or maybe find your own direction. Maybe we can just give you some insight on something you haven't thought about before. I do hope everyone's having a great night, and that everyone has a very prosperous 2022. I have a feeling it's going to be a great year. Love DraftKings, love it at this price. Think it has a tremendous upside. I want to be in front of it before it pops. I do not like chasing things while they're going up. I like being on the bottom and then waking up and seeing that news has come out and watching them go up. Oh, one more piece of news. So in February of 2021, the average monthly users were 1.5 million, 1.5 million. To date, DraftKings has over 8 million registered users. So it's gone up about 5 times. It's done a 5x as far as their monthly users has. So there's a lot of positive for DraftKings. If you're in DraftKings and you've been in it in the 40s and 50s, or maybe even bought at the top of the 70s, I feel for you. Like I said, my average price is 42. I think we can hit 55 to 60, and I think we can do it in the next 90 days. Again, don't take this as financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Definitely don't ever get into a stock or an option or a trade with someone just because you hear it on YouTube and it sounds good. But I did want to throw it out there. We'll come back later. We'll see if it was a winner. We'll see if it was a loser. If you follow the channels, you know that when I post my options, I always post after whether we won or we lost on them. And we like to take that money and reinvest it. Build wealth. Build it for yourself. Build it for your family. The best investment you can make is invest in yourself. And the best gamble in life is a bet on yourself. Hope everyone has a great night and a happy new year. Dogs are starting to bark again, so I got to go. I hope I see you on the next video.